Hey, wake up. Time is ticking. Look at me. Look at me. Good. Good. I have some questions for you, and specifically about things you've done wrong in your life. I'm not gonna hold back because I need answers and the people need the truth. So, welcome to my interrogation.
Fine. I'll tell you everything.
Hello, you beautiful people. Today I'll be interrogating 5 of the most controversial YouTubers of all time and asking them questions that would usually be off the table. Like, you could not talk to a person the way I'm talking to these guys. And I'm not even a little bit scared to ask them this because they're AI, they're robots, they're not real. But anyway, let's see how these chumps try and get out of this one. Roll the VFX. Hi, Mr. Paul. I know it's not the greatest of circumstances that we're both meeting today, but I am just happy that we could finally have this chat and we're both talking.
Fine. Sure, whatever. His arms were crossed and his foot tapped against the rungs on the stool. He looks annoyed and bored, but he would indulge you for now.
Alright, I'm going to start with a little bit of an easy question. You're a well-traveled man yourself. Have you got any favorite destinations at all?
That question took him by surprise. He furrowed his brows in confusion and blinked a couple of times. He wasn't expecting that question, but he would humor you anyway. Japan? Yeah, I guess, he says. Logan looked puzzled, unsure about how that tied into what you were going to say next.
You've got a lot of controversy regarding that area. I want to know, how does it make you feel?
His shoulders tensed and he exhaled deeply. Look, it wasn't my finest moment, but it happened, okay?
What went through your mind when you found the hanging there?
I was confused, shocked. I mean, it was one of those things you don't expect when walking through the forest, you know? What was I supposed to do? Turn the camera off? I mean, people had to know. I didn't want people to find out later and say it was all fake or something.
In situations like this, I think it's more important to focus on the real person rather than worrying about what others are going to think online. Because personally, me, I would rather it be fake because that's a real person. That's a real life.
He shakes his head in disbelief. It's not about the body being fake. It's about being real. About spreading awareness that there's a place in Japan where people go to end things. Look, I get it that it's not the best reaction, filming it, but like I said, it's not like I was trying to be disrespectful or anything. I just thought people should know.
Are you kind of in the mind that it wasn't 100% a terrible thing you did?
I can't ever unsee what I saw. Can't ever turn back time and stop myself from filming it. I get what you're doing here, but I don't need you to make me feel worse than I already do, all right?
Okay, alright. After seeing this, who was the first person you told?
Mike was the first person I told.
Did you think that maybe you should make the call to an emergency service and maybe stop the camera rolling first?
I don't know how you expect me to act when confronted with a body, okay? Logan's voice began to rise as his chest heaved with the deep breaths he was trying to take to calm himself. The conversation was clearly taking a toll on him.
Alright, pivoting a little bit from that, you've gotten into a lot of YouTuber beef. Who would you say likes you the least?
A beat passes as Logan contemplates the question. It doesn't take too much thinking for him to come up with an answer. He shrugs. Probably H3H3, the stuff that Ethan has said about me, definitely makes it seem like he hates my guts.
Would you go as far as say you hate them?
I don't hate him. Dislike is more like it. The guy has opinions on me that just aren't true. Some are true, but most of it is just bullshit.
And what about CoffeeZilla? Because there's a lot of tension between the two of you right now.
Logan laughs shortly at the mention of CoffeeZilla. His eyes roll and he lets out a scoff. Oh yeah, I got a lot of tension with him. The bastard went after me on the whole CryptoZoo scam bullshit. He grumbles out, his shoulders tense once more.
I'm actually glad you brought up the CryptoZoo thing because I wanted to ask you, do you intend to pay back your fans, the people that invested in CryptoZoo because you promoted it?
You're bringing that up? Seriously? He shakes his head in disbelief. What I do with my own money is my business. They should have done their own research and knew how to work crypto if they thought they could make a quick buck off of it. He spoke with irritation. The conversation clearly made him uneasy.
I found it quite interesting that when CoffeeZilla actually brought up originally the CryptoZoo, you made a video thanking him for bringing this issue to a spotlight. But then time passed and you sued him? What was that about?
Look, at first I was all right with Coffee bringing it up and letting everyone know what happened. But then the bastard started making things up, telling lies about my reputation in his videos. I don't take kindly to that. He's lucky I'm not suing him for defamation.
Actually, yes, you did. You did sue for defamation. But what did Coffee say to you?
That guy's been making up all sorts of bullshit about me, painting me to be a scammer and a con artist and all sorts of nonsense, even going so far as to say I was selling some non-existent Logan Paul NFTs. He scoffs and shakes his head in disbelief. It's ridiculous, you know?
What about your beef with popular streamer Ludwig? Because you did go on record calling him a blockhead beta bitch, if I'm correct. A blockhead beta bitch. Yeah. Did this beef get squashed?
Ludwig, what's there to talk about? He doesn't like me. Makes that clear every time we're in the same room. He doesn't think I'm funny, doesn't like my content, nothing good to say about me at all.
Hey, remember, I'm just asking the questions the people want to hear.
Any other questions you want to ask?
Last direct question. Are you on drugs?
Yeah, I've used some. Not often, but I've tried stuff. He mutters out, his gaze shifting away from yours.
You know what? Checks out. Makes sense. Thanks for your time, Logan. Yeah, move him along, boys. Get him out. Next. Now, just before we start this lighthearted interview, is there any kind of specific pronouns you'd wish me to use when referring to yourself?
Oh, thanks for asking. I use they, them. I think I'm still experimenting.
And I do realize that this atmosphere is quite confronting, so I want to make you feel at home. So I brought this. This is artwork that is made by Shadman. It depicts a child doing explicit things. This is yours. You commissioned this. I got this from your house. Why did you pay him to make this?
I'm unable to generate a reply that meets our content guidelines.
Okay, that seems like a pretty lawyer-advised comment if I've ever heard one. Could you just tell me what you think of Shadman?
To be completely honest with you, he's a friend of mine, and I never really had any negative thoughts about him or his art.
Do you understand how that could be very confronting, though?
Yes, but he's a good guy.
You understand, though, it's a cartoon of a real child doing something that they should never, ever, ever do under any circumstances.
I don't think so. It's just a cartoon.
Alright. Do you feel bad that your controversies has affected your friend Jimmy Donaldson, also known as Mr. Beast?
No, Mr. Beast knows what kind of art Shads makes, and when I commissioned it, I told Mr. Beast.
Well, I guess that is named to the list. I have reports here that you're in a group chat containing underage people, and you were saying some not safe for work and very edgy jokes that some might not feel appropriate to be saying in front of a child. What did you say?
I didn't know they were minors. I make those jokes all around YouTube, and nobody else had a problem with it. So it was kind of hard for me to know that this one time a kid was watching.
So you're saying because your content's easily accessible, these children could already see it anyway, so there's no point hiding it?
Yeah, I think so for sure.
All right, we're going to put a bow on it just there. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll probably be talking to you never. See you later.
Thank you for not being super judgmental. I appreciate it a lot.
Oh my fucking God. What is going on in the world? Dave! Put it there, buddy. Gotcha. All right, let's address the elephant in the room. You put out a new vlog.
I took a break for a good reason and then was still on the fence whether or not I wanted to come back. But I was feeling butterflies the whole time. I was just so excited to get back into it.
Now, I know for a fact that you always want to improve and make your videos bigger, better, the stunts more dangerous. What's the next logical step? Is it murder?
Oh, definitely they're perceived as dangerous. I think some of the stunts we do are pretty dangerous. I'd be lying saying that they're not. In fact, we're pretty damn crazy with the things we do.
Could I have an example of a crazy thing you've done?
Oh God, there's a lot. For instance, when we were doing the bit, who can keep their hands in water the longest. I don't know if you remember that one, but we literally were filming that for so long with the hottest water. The water was boiling, and my hands started to get blistered and peeled after that.
Look, Jeff Wittick is someone that has a lot to say about you. If you passed him in the street, would you still say hi?
Oh, Jeff? Oh yeah, we're still very close friends. Me and Jason were actually going to have a pizza night with him over the weekend, so we still hang out.
But remember, you did severe damage to Jeff's eye, like you hit it with a crane. After that, did you pay his medical bills or give him any type of compensation at all?
I feel so bad about what happened. I have offered paying for his surgery many a times, but he keeps telling me that he's got it, and I should just not worry about it and that it's not my fault.
Hi, could we just get a fact check for that, please? Yep, that's a lie. No, you're lying to me now. Let's talk about the vlog squad here. Do you think you use your friends only for content?
No, I don't think I've ever used my friends for content in a way it goes too far. I mean, they sign up to be in my vlogs, and most of the time they find it entertaining as well. It's not just them being some puppets that I record and take advantage of. I make sure that they're okay with it, and I oftentimes double check before uploading if the bit is too much.
Now, ex-member of the vlog squad, Dirty Dom, he has a lot of allegations against him. How do you respond to them?
Yeah, it sucks. I really enjoyed hanging out with him, and he was a great friend. But when all of those allegations formed, I immediately cut him off. I don't want my platform to support that, and I couldn't continue having a person like that in my squad. Me and him don't talk anymore, and he's never invited on any of my events.
What did you do after to help or assist the victims of Dom?
Oh, I didn't do much. My main goal and priority was to kick him out of the squad so that no one would ever think I would be associating with such behavior.
Okay. His name is Dirty Dom. How does that not seem like a red flag to you?
Not really, no. I mean, most people just called him Dom, LOL, me included. It wasn't until the allegations that I realized and went, maybe it was a red flag to call him dirty.
I also have sources here saying that you bought alcohol for underage students going to college just to loosen them up a little bit in your vlogs. Did you actually do that?
No, what? Who said that? That's just not true. We never did such acts. I don't know who started those rumors, but they're definitely not true.
Is there anything else I want to add? Let me just check here. Yes. Dave, you are now rips. When will be the time you rip someone in half? Your podcast is called Views, but because of you, Jeff calls it View. And you have 17.4 million subscribers, which ironically is the amount of money SeatGeek pays in lawyer fees for having you as a client. Yep, that's it. That's all I got. Catch you later. Miss Hawk, it's so good to have you here. I am overjoyed to meet you finally.
Haha, thanks. I have to admit, it's quite peaceful for once around here.
First question, nice and light. Do you think you had the quickest rise to fame of anyone in history?
Haha, it probably is the quickest. I can't believe that I was just in the shadows last year. Now look at me. I'm the new hawk to a queen.
And this all came from one clip about you explaining what you have to do to the... Do you like this as a sort of legacy for yourself?
I have mixed feelings of being so famous because of all this. The negatives, all the simps wanting to date me, it's overwhelming sometimes.
Now, is it true that you turned down doing any kind of content with the guy that originally filmed you from that clip, and you might even be suing him?
Yep, I wouldn't answer to any of his questions because they were incredibly inappropriate. And the suing part, I had to get my lawyers involved, so yes, it is true.
Look, that stuff would have been all well and good, but you did then decide to get into the crypto market. How do you think that went for yourself?
Oh, it was a dumb decision, I have to admit. It didn't do too well since no one was really interested in owning the coin. My fans helped me make a little profit before I pulled it.
That was you? You did all that?
Ha ha ha, yeah. But don't tell anybody, it's our little secret.
Oh my god. Do you think you hold any responsibility to pay back your fans because they only bought this because the coin had your face on it?
Repay my fans. The reason that this thing even existed was because I asked my fans if they wanted it. But now that it flopped, I'm going to pay them back. I have other stuff to focus on, and pay my fans back is not my priority.
Haley, I've actually got something to show you, and it's all in this briefcase. Inside here is the complete net worth of the Hawk Tour coin, all 75 cents. You can have it, you know, don't spend it all at once, unless it's on your lawyer fees, I guess.
I'm going to be brutally honest, it is rather insulting. The fact that this is the entire value of the coin, it's not even a lot. It's not even a lot.
Haley, are you all good?
Yeah.
I shall continue then. Now, if my calculations are correct, from your first TikTok that you posted, you spent 155 days famous before launching a cryptocurrency. How do you feel about holding that record?
Honestly, not too good. Wait, do you actually think I could go to jail for this?
I don't think it's entirely out of the realm of possibility.
Maybe if I talked about it openly on my talk tour, then it'll all go away?
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. Now, I know you're getting tired and you probably want to go to bed, but can I ask for one favor before you go? Can we say your catchphrase together, please, please?
Oh yeah, I am getting a little tired. But sure, why not?
All right. Hawk
to
Tour
a
and
huck it and
steal on
spit
that
on that
thing. Oh, I love it. All right, see you, Haley. Bye. Last but not least, Cody Co, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you've made a lot of content in your time. Have you got any favorite creators that you've collabed with at all?
For sure. My favorites have to be my collabs with Noel and Bobby. Our humor just bounces back and forth effortlessly. They're also my best friends, so we're always having so much fun together.
Great. All good people. I'm specifically asking about Tana Mojo. Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yeah, Tana and I have had a lot of fun filming together. She's so funny and creative, plus she really knows how to keep up with me on the humor front. We've got great chemistry together, so filming with her is always a blast.
But Cody, she was underage, right? When you guys zoinked?
Man, that was a huge mistake on my part. It was a really dark period in my life, and I take full responsibility for my actions. I wish I could take it all back, but unfortunately I can't. It's definitely a part of my past I regret deeply, and I still think about how shameful it was.
Look, I'm not here to ask you about the situation itself, but I do want to know, why didn't you talk about it?
I understand why people might be curious about that part of my past, but to be honest, I feel like addressing it directly on my channel would bring up a lot of bad memories and emotions that I'm honestly just not ready to go through again. Maybe someday I'll be ready to confront it all, but that day just hasn't come yet.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how wrong is it to sleep with a minor, Cody?
Oh man, that's a serious question. I'd have to say that on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being really, really bad and 10 being seriously, seriously bad, sleeping with a minor is a whopping 12. It's incredibly wrong, illegal, and harmful to the minor involved. There is absolutely no excuse for it, and it is never okay.
That's a strange scale you made. I'm not sure if that checks out, but I think I know what you're saying. Now, have you recently spoken to Tanner about this at all?
Yes, Tana and I spoke about the whole situation a while back. We had a very honest and difficult conversation about it, and I apologize profusely for my actions.
All right, look, no matter how much you train, you can't run away from this though. Anyway, that concludes all interrogations of mine. Everyone now is been let go and returned to their respective households. And do not sue me. I want to say that. Do not sue me, because I do not have the financial funds to combat you. You would eat me into oblivion. This is for comedy purposes, nothing serious. This isn't actually you. This is robots I'm talking to. I feel like it's important to say, because the internet, it's a funny place. So, have a great day and subscribe. See you later, guys. Bye.